If you own a 2023 Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, Genesis GV60, Kia EV6, or 2023 or 2024 Kia Niro EV, then stay tuned because there is a newly released recall that could affect your car. And according to the manufacturer, this issue could cause an accident. So if you want to hear more about these recalls, then stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's the Ioniq Guy. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Corbin. I cover all things Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, EV related. The origins of this recall started all the way back in May of 2023, and Hyundai did provide us with a timeline of what happened. So I'm going to read that to you right now. On May 23, 2023, Hyundai Motor Corporation was notified of an incident involving a Korean market model year 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 5 vehicle that experienced a loss of motive power during normal driving. This basically just means that the car wouldn't drive. The vehicle was towed to the nearest repair facility where further inspection revealed fracture of a rear inner drive shaft near its connection to the rear transaxle assembly. HMC began monitoring the Korean market for similar reports. So the next window here is August to December of last year. On August 22nd, 2023, HMC was notified of a second incident involving a Korean market model year 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 5 vehicle experiencing a similar condition to the first incident. The rear inner drive shaft assemblies from both incident vehicles were recovered for analysis by the supplier. Fast forwarding to January of this year. On January 11th, HMC notified Hyundai Motor North America's NASO, I don't know what that is, of its investigation into both confirmed incidents in Korea. NASO began analyzing its field data, confirmed similar incidents in the North American markets. No related US or Canadian incidents were found. On January 18th of 2024, HMC shared its findings with NASO. Based on the supplier's analysis, the quenching oil supply hose used during production was damaged, causing oil contamination of the induction coil used for heating the drive shafts. The stagnation of contaminated oil prevented proper induction and heat treatment, resulting in lower material durability and increased susceptibility to breakage. According to HMC, the identified suspect lot containing improperly manufactured drive shafts might have been used in vehicles located in other markets, including the US and Canada. Based on HMC's finding, HMA's NASO convened in North America's Safety Decision Authority, and now because of this manufacturing issue, there is a full-blown recall. All right, so that's Hyundai. What about Kia? In January of this year, in Turkey, a Kia Niro EV experienced one of these failed half shafts. Several days later, Kia identifies some possible failures on EV6, and a few days after that, in tandem with Hyundai, they have announced a recall. So let's talk about the vehicles that are affected. So oddly enough, the Ioniq 6 is actually more affected by this recall than the Ioniq 5, which actually experienced the field failures. So starting with Ioniq 5, production dates are January 31st through February 27th of last year, and it affects 206 vehicles. So that is a very small number of overall Ioniq 5s that are on the road today. Next up is Ioniq 6. So production dates between January 26th and March 6th of 2023, affecting 913 cars. And then last but certainly not least, the Genesis GV60, manufacturing dates of February 3rd through March 25th of 2023, and the subject vehicles include only 46 cars. So starting with the Niro EV, between June 27th and July 13th of 2023, 204 units were manufactured that could possibly have these failing half shafts. And now for EV6, between January 26th and April 8th of 2023, 1,039 units in total were manufactured with potentially defective half shafts. So all in all, here in the United States, we're talking several thousand vehicles from the Hyundai Motor Group and Kia. Now, if you're concerned you might be affected, I will leave a link down below. You can go to NHTSA's website, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. You can type in your VIN number and they will tell you whether your car is affected from this recall. Hopefully that will be able to give you some peace of mind so you don't have to worry for the next few months whether your car is affected. All right, so now that we know who's affected, what is going to be done about it? So if you own one of these cars, you will be getting a letter from Hyundai or Genesis telling you about the recall. So expect more if you are affected. And according to this document, don't expect these recall letters until the end of March. They're probably still getting prepared for the recall with shipping extra components to the United States. You will be fully reimbursed for any added costs that you take on, such as renting cars or whatever, if the dealership doesn't have a loaner for you. Just be aware you will be made whole for this recall. So I just want to stress, folks, don't go rushing out to your dealership expecting them to know about this or having the parts on site to take care of this right now. It doesn't sound like it's going to be available until the end of March. So just stay calm, everything's going to be fine. Once you are ready to make an appointment at the end of March, you can go ahead, open up the Blue Link app on your phone. At the bottom, you'll click on Car Care, Service Scheduling, and then within the app here, you will be able to find the active recalls and schedule an appointment for it. So if you check your car's VIN on NHTSA's website and you find you are affected, unfortunately, Hyundai and Kia aren't really providing any real information here on how you should drive the car. So if I were driving one of these cars that was affected, I would probably take it easy on that throttle. If the half shaft is fractured, doing really hard acceleration is probably going to increase the likelihood of that shaft completely failing, and you don't want that. So that would be my advice. Take it easy on the throttle until you get the recall taken care of. If the shaft does break, I'm sure you would notice, pull over as quickly as you possibly can. You should still have one half of the shaft, so the car should still be able to be under control if it were to happen. Just keep in the back of your mind what you should do if this were to happen. And obviously, if this does happen, make sure to call Hyundai Blue Link or Kia's telematics system. Tell them you need to get the car towed to the dealership because of this recall issue. So anyway, I will leave links below to all of the documentation seen in this video, as well as the link to NHTSA's website where you can search for your VIN number. Good luck to you all. I hope the majority of you aren't affected by this issue. And if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Are you a new or existing owner of a Hyundai Ioniq 5? Then check out my store because I got a bunch of cool new stuff to show you. So obviously you got the OG magnetic eyewear holder, but I've also got a new magnet shaped like the Ioniq 5 wheel. Do you like big 40-ounce water bottles or tiny little cans? Well, I've got both. This one shrinks your cup holder, while this one enlarges it. I've also got some for the rear seat. I've also got a keychain that resembles the charging indicator in the charge port, and if you don't even want to see this charge port indicator when you're charging at night, you can go ahead and cover it up with this little guy. These LEDs flash very bright at night, so you might not want people coming over and looking at them, and when you're done, thanks to these two little nubs, you can go ahead and store it right in your charge port. I design and 3D print these all myself, and every single sale goes towards the channel and helping me grow it a little bit more. So you can purchase any of these products from the links in the descriptions. If you're international, please use my Etsy store. If you're in the US, you can go to my website, ioniqguy.com. You can also purchase them right here without leaving YouTube from the store on my channel page. And if you have any custom requests, shoot me a message because I'm always open to trying something new. So I appreciate you checking them out, and I hope you like them.